Hello and welcome back to the Artist Studio. This month I have some great and particular works of art to show you. There wasn't a lot of work done, but what I lacked in quantity I made up for in quality, which works out perfect because as I've stated a number of times, I'm not necessarily too concerned in creating two-dimensional works as much, so therefore I'm not spending as much time as I might have once in the studio. The works this month were created from the Encyclopedia of Russian Criminal Tattoos. And it started off as studies and then turned into some homages for some cultural icons that made me the artist I am today. So here we go. So this is a study taken directly from the Russian Criminal Tattoo Encyclopedia, which is a series of books which was created by a Russian prison guard in order to catalog and define the meanings of tattoos. This particular image has no real meaning, according to my friend who did some time in Russian prison. Nonetheless, I like the image. I thought it spoke to me personally, and it taught me about some things about drawing. And it was a nice way to start the series. Once again, this is a study taken directly from the book. What I appreciated about it is that it taught me a great deal about tone, as well as creating depth and perception with things like pointillism and tone. You can see that I use various techniques throughout it. I copied directly as was drawn from the book, which in general I don't necessarily believe in, which could be why I create less art. And also, you can also see the smudge marks from the drawings, from my drawing process. As far as I'm concerned, that's all part of my drawing process, and it shows. It's just part of the mark making in reality. For this series, most likely I will take a group of them and have them silk screened. This is another direct copy from the book, and this is probably one of my favorite ones, maybe because of the imagery. The imagery speaks to me on a very deep level, and also it really taught me how to draw a flower, and I really appreciate that flower head right in there. Next up, this is the first attempt at homages to bands, and this particular work was created for Motorhead. And what I've done is I took the image. This is an image directly taken from the Encyclopedia of Russian Criminal Tattoos. Then I Google translated it. This literally says Motorhead. Then I double check it with my friend from Russia. That's alright, I'm trying to find there we go. Hold on, stay still. There we go, that's some Russian writing. And then I put it right in. So this is my homage to Lemmy. When I saw the image, I instantly thought of Lemmy. I got rid of the swastika here because that's not really my thing. And Motorhead's last album really inspired me over the past year and has kept me rocking. And I thought if Lemmy can keep it going on, I can keep it going on. So there's a homage to Lemmy from Motorhead. That's an attempt. Next up is my homage to Suicidal Tendencies. You see the ST logo right there. Once again, Suicidal Tendencies is a band I listened to since I was definitely a teen. And they filled my head with imagination of things greater than myself. So now as an adult, 20 plus years later, listening to them, when they released their album 13 last year, I was pretty impressed, and they got me training hard in the gym and riding hard on my bicycle, and if they're still going hard at 40 years old, I can still keep going hard. And I know they're a little older than me, but they know what I'm saying. Here's a couple studies. They didn't work out. This is my homage to the Red Hot Chili Peppers. And this says, pleasure spiked with pain. Not quite exactly. It says something about pleasure and thorns, as my Russian friend told me.
this is about beautiful things coming from not necessarily so beautiful things, or not necessarily such beautiful times. Now, one of the reasons that these have to be silk screened is because you can see from the drawing process on the originals, there's marks which wouldn't necessarily be accepted as finished works. Unfortunately, that's my process. When I do something, I do it once and then it's done. In case I didn't share this says suicidal tendencies on the side. This here is a work I'm in the process of making, and actually I'm going to redo it on another sheet just because I don't like the spacing. And this is for the boys at Angry Monkey MMA Gym. It's going to say broken teeth and broken bones because that's where I train, and I got some broken teeth. And I even got a broken bone there, but that's all part of the game, and hopefully it's just to inspire them. And fighting is a massive part of my life, and training for fighting is a massive part of my life. So that's for them, for helping keeping me fit. The final work I have to show you is a work I never would have thought I created, partially because it's from an artist about my age, and also just because of the politics of copyrights and stuff like that. So this is my homage to Shepard Fairey. And he is, of course, most recognized for his Obey work, as well as his large murals, so on and so forth. This right here is the word obey in Russian. And when I saw this particular image, I automatically thought of Shepard Fairey, and I also thought of... It made me instantly think of the New World Order, obeying, so on and so forth. There was also a couple of images inside the Russian the Russian encyclopedia that made me think of Mr. Fairey. And flipping through them right now, I can't seem to find them. I will show you just real quick an example of images from the book. Tattoo is really a beautiful, beautiful art form, which I've just really started to... there's some boobs for my kid who's helping me film this. Here's the Motorhead image. Point it on that Motorhead image. Thank you. It's a nice shot. And then I think there's another one right. Here's the Suicidal Tendencies image. There's Broken Bones. And there's Suicidal. And the only other work of art I did this month was this, which is a flower study. And it may not look like much, but one thing I will tell you is that through studying the art of tattoo, I came to understand how to draw the insides of the petals of a flower. So this is actually, although I considered it simple, because it was copying, and I always believed in creating original works of art, this has actually been a wonderful learning experience. So that's this month in the artist studio. This is a special shout out to Will HB at Point St. Charles Tattoo, saying thanks for loaning me the books, and for the boys at PSC Tattoo for doing my work and getting me back into an art form I love.